received from the River State chapter of the NYCN, backed by the Article 9.1 of the NYCN Constitution, provided additional justification for this disciplinary action. In accordance with the Article 23.3, Section A, subsections I and IV of the NYCN 2018 Constitution as amended, Ambassador Sokubo is henceforth prohibited from parading himself as the president or former president of the National Youth Council of Nigeria in any capacity whatsoever. In the same vein, NYCN hereby announces the suspension of Ambassador Anya, the Deputy President, and Abubakar Suleiman Esquire, the Secretary General, for allegations bordering on gross incompetence, inability to discharge their constitutional duties, in addition to abating several constitutional breaches committed by Ambassador Sokubo Saraiwe Sokubo. They are ipso facto prohibited from parading themselves as the Deputy President and Secretary General, respectively. Further violation of the terms of this suspension will lead to definite expulsion from the National Youth Council of Nigeria. The NYCN reiterates its unwavering commitment to upholding the principles of accountability, transparency, and constitutional order in all its affairs. NYCN remains resolute in repositioning the Nigerian youth constituency and to give teeming Nigerian youth a strong voice. Signed, Right Honorable Comrade Ricky Ngajofo, Acting Secretary General, National Youth Council of Nigeria. Build the youth,
build the nation.
And then, as you all know, nature abhors vacuum. When there is a vacuum, something must be put in place. The Nigerian youth, over 200 million Nigerian youth, are too big to remain headless. A direction and a leadership must be provided. If there should be a vacuum anywhere, it shall never be in the youth constituency. Placed on a sound neck must champion the cause of the Nigerian youth. And that is why we hand over the baton to a comrade, a dogged one for that matter, cerebral material, intellectual colossus, a youth who has the interest of the Nigerian youth at heart, who is ready in thick and thin, under the sun and rain, to be out there to coordinate the affairs of the Nigerian youth. A youth who is undoubted and can tell truth to the power and tell the government what they do that is wrong and tell them what to do to better the future of the Nigerian youth. If you begin to mention his criteria and qualification, we will not live here today. And so, unanimously, in the management meeting, to abhor a vacuum, we have decided that the baton of the leadership should be handed over to such a personality, and that is no other person than Comrade, His Excellency, His Youthfulness, Comrade Solomon Adodo.
We have a president that will never ever fail us. We have a president that will never ever fail us. Adodo is a president that will never ever fail us. We are saying thank you, President. Kulu Kulu Tempa.
Build the youth.
Build the nation.
Build the youth.
Build the nation.
Great youth of our dear country, Nigeria, leaders of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, state chairmen, and other executive members of the state, national level officials here present, heads of voluntary youth organizations and representatives here present, observing friends from the civil society, gentlemen of the press, and indeed our brothers from the security agencies that provide us security, who are also well positioned in these premises. We thank you all for taking your time to be here with us. First, following the suspension of the Deputy President of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, who was before Innocent Ndwanya, to fill that vacuum, which cannot be, we collectively announce as our new Deputy President, Right Honorable Ricky Mwajofor. Please, let's rise.
Leader, the past leader, so Ricky Ona Super, Ricky Ona Super, Ricky Ona Super,
Boza for Ricky.
Boza, Boza, Boza.
For his enemies.
Yes. Thank you. The entirety of the National Executive Council list will be communicated to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Minister of Youth, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the Department of State Services, the Inspector General of Police, all relevant security agencies, and the general public through our ever diligent media. Congratulations to all of the national officials that have emerged from this management. Great youth of our dear nation, we are very much aware that the National Youth Council of Nigeria has been in deep crisis for over a decade. And those who have suffered have been the youth of our country. Opportunities have passed us by. Lives have been lost. Many plunged into hunger, and we fought the wrong enemy, thinking the government was our enemy, whereas we were our own enemy. We did not put our house in order. It is until we put our house in order that we can point out to where any other challenge is coming from. Today, as young Nigerians, we have picked the gauntlet to put our house in order and to say the National Youth Council of Nigeria shall henceforth be one united body. But this would not have been possible without a very visionary and supportive leadership. And that is where we must commend our very visionary and vibrant Minister of Youth, the youngest ever Minister of Youth that Nigeria has ever had, Comrade Olawande Wisdom Ayodele. A man who walks round the clock, who rolls up his sleeves, who is in the deep of the sun and in the rain to ensure that the vision of Mr. President for the youth of Nigeria sees the light of day. We thank